Do you want to successfully complete the WGU C963 Objective Assessment for American Politics and the U.S. Constitution? If so, this guide is for you. Understanding what the study process and the basic studying tools and techniques are, all this is included in this guide, meant to help you pass this course successfully. In this video, we will cover questions from constitutional amendments, government powers, Supreme Court, checks and balances, and individual rights. So, let's get started. 1. Which amendment to the Constitution protects the freedom of speech? A. The First Amendment. B. The Second Amendment. C. The Fourth Amendment. D. The Sixth Amendment. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. A. The First Amendment. Explanation. The First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution guarantees freedoms concerning religion, expression, assembly, and the right to petition. It specifically protects the freedom of speech. 2. What is the main purpose of the Necessary and Proper Clause? A. To limit the power of Congress. B. To allow Congress to pass laws required to execute its enumerated powers. C. To give the President emergency powers. D. To define the powers of the states. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. B. To allow Congress to pass laws required to execute its enumerated powers. Explanation. The Necessary and Proper Clause, also known as the Elastic Clause, allows Congress to make laws needed to carry out its enumerated powers, providing flexibility in lawmaking. 3. What is the role of the Electoral College in presidential elections? A. To elect members of Congress. B. To directly elect the President and Vice President. C. To ensure representation by population. D. To cast the final votes for the presidency based on state election results. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. D. To cast the final votes for the presidency based on state election results. Explanation. The Electoral College is responsible for casting the official votes for the president and vice president, with electors typically voting according to the popular vote within their state. 4. What was the significance of 𝗵𝗶𝗀 versus Madison? A. It established the right to free speech. B. It determined that the president cannot be removed from office. C. It established judicial review. D. It allowed states to interpret federal laws. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. C. It established judicial review. Explanation. 𝗵𝗶𝗀 Madison, 1803, established the principle of judicial review, empowering the Supreme Court to declare laws and actions of the federal government unconstitutional. 5. Which amendment abolished slavery in the United States? A. The 10th Amendment. B. The 13th Amendment. C. The 15th Amendment. D. The 19th Amendment. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. B. The 13th Amendment. Explanation. The 13th Amendment, ratified in 1865, abolished slavery and involuntary servitude in the United States, except as punishment for a crime. 6. What is the purpose of the system of checks and balances? A. To ensure the president has the final say. B. To prevent any one branch from becoming too powerful. C. To limit the power of state governments. D. To ensure equal representation in Congress. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. B. To prevent any one branch from becoming too powerful. Explanation. The system of checks and balances was designed to ensure that each branch of government can limit the powers of the others, preventing any one branch from dominating. 7. What does the Bill of Rights consist of? A. The first 5 amendments. B. The first 10 amendments. C. The entire Constitution. D. Amendments 11 to 20. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. B. The first 10 amendments. Explanation. The Bill of Rights consists of the first 10 amendments to the U.S. Constitution, which guarantee individual freedoms and rights. 8. Which branch of government has the power to declare war? A. The executive branch. B. The legislative branch. C. The judicial branch. D. State governments. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. B. The legislative branch. Explanation. The Constitution grants Congress, part of the legislative branch, the power to declare war. 9. What did the 3/5 Compromise address? A. Voting rights for women. B. The representation of enslaved people in Congress. C. State representation in the Senate. D. The right to bear arms. Can you guess the answer? Correct. Answer. B. The representation of enslaved people in Congress. Explanation. The 3/5 Compromise determined that 3/5 of the enslaved population would be counted for representation and taxation purposes in Congress. 10. Which amendment granted women the right to vote? A. The 13th Amendment. B. The 14th Amendment. C. The 19th Amendment. D. The 21st Amendment. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. C. The 19th Amendment. Explanation. The 19th Amendment, ratified in 1920, granted women the right to vote, marking a significant milestone in women's rights. 11. How many justices currently serve on the U.S. Supreme Court? A. 7B, 8C, 9D, 10. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. C. 9. Explanation. The U.S. Supreme Court is comprised of 9 justices, including 1 Chief Justice and 8 Associate Justices. 12. Which amendment prohibits cruel and unusual punishment? A. The 5th Amendment. B. The 6th Amendment. C. The 8th Amendment. D. The 10th Amendment. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. C. The 8th Amendment. Explanation. The 8th Amendment protects against excessive bail, fines, and cruel and unusual punishment. 13. What is the purpose of the 10th Amendment? A. To grant citizenship to all born in the U.S. B. To reserve powers to the states and the people. C. To establish the right to bear arms. D. To abolish slavery. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. B. To reserve powers to the states and the people. Explanation. The 10th Amendment states that powers not delegated to the federal government are reserved to the states or the people. 14. What was a key outcome of the Great Compromise? A. Establishment of judicial review. B. Creation of a bicameral legislature. C. Direct election of senators. D. Abolition of slavery. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. B. Creation of a bicameral legislature. Explanation. The Great Compromise established a bicameral legislature, with representation based on population in the House and equal representation in the Senate. 15. Which amendment provides for the right to bear arms? A. The First Amendment. B. The Second Amendment. C. The Third Amendment. D. The Fourth Amendment. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. B. The Second Amendment. Explanation. The Second Amendment grants individuals the right to keep and bear arms. 16. Which clause in the Constitution establishes that federal law takes precedence over state law? A. Commerce Clause. B. Full Faith and Credit Clause. C. Supremacy Clause. D. Necessary and Proper Clause. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. C. Supremacy Clause. Explanation. The Supremacy Clause declares that federal laws and the Constitution take precedence over conflicting state laws. 17. What is required for a U.S. constitutional amendment to be ratified? A. A two-thirds vote in Congress. B. Approval by the President. C. Ratification by 3/4 of the states. D. A majority vote in both houses of Congress. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. C. Ratification by 3/4 of the states. Explanation. An amendment to the Constitution requires approval by 3/4 of the states to be ratified. 18. Which branch of government has the power to interpret laws? A. Legislative. B. Executive. C. Judicial. D. Military. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. C. Judicial. Explanation. The judicial branch interprets the laws and can declare laws or executive actions unconstitutional through judicial review. 19. Who has the power to veto legislation? A. The President. B. Congress. C. The Supreme Court. D. The Vice President. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. A. The President. Explanation. The President has the power to veto legislation passed by Congress, providing a check on legislative power. 20. Which amendment addresses the rights of individuals to petition the government? A. The First Amendment. B. The Third Amendment. C. The Fifth Amendment. D. The 10th Amendment. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. A. The First Amendment. Explanation. The First Amendment protects the right of individuals to petition the government for a redress of grievances. 21. What is the purpose of the Full Faith and Credit Clause? A. To ensure states honor the laws and judgments of other states. B. To establish a national standard for laws. C. To allow states to interpret federal laws. D. To provide for a national military. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. A. To ensure states honor the laws and judgments of other states. Explanation. The Full Faith and Credit Clause requires states to recognize the public acts, records, and judicial proceedings of other states. 22. How long is a term for a U.S. Senator? A. 2 years. B. 4 years. C. 6 years. D. Lifetime. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. C. 6 years. Explanation. U.S. Senators serve 6-year terms, with approximately 1/3 of the Senate elected every 2 years. 23. What does the Establishment Clause prohibit? A. Unreasonable searches and seizures. B. The establishment of a national religion. C. The right to bear arms. D. Protection of private property. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. B. The establishment of a national religion. Explanation. The Establishment Clause of the First Amendment prohibits the government from establishing an official religion. 24. Which Supreme Court case established the principle of separate but equal? A. Brown v. Board of Education. B. Marbury v. Madison. C. Plessy v. Ferguson. D. McCulloch v. Maryland. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. C. Plessy v. Ferguson. Explanation. Plessy v. Ferguson established the doctrine of separate but equal, allowing racial segregation as long as facilities were equal. 25. What does the Fourth Amendment protect against? A. Self-incrimination. B. Unreasonable searches and seizures. C. Cruel and unusual punishment. D. Double jeopardy. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. B. Unreasonable searches and seizures. Explanation. The Fourth Amendment protects citizens from unreasonable searches and seizures and requires warrants based on probable cause. 26. Which amendment abolished poll taxes in federal elections? A. The 13th Amendment. B. The 15th Amendment. C. The 19th Amendment. D. The 24th Amendment. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. D. The 24th Amendment. Explanation. The 24th Amendment, ratified in 1964, abolished poll taxes in federal elections, removing a barrier that had been used to disenfranchise voters, particularly African Americans. 27. Who has the power to nominate federal judges? A. The Speaker of the House. B. The President. C. The Chief Justice. D. The Senate. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. B. The President. Explanation. The President has the authority to nominate federal judges, including Supreme Court justices, subject to Senate confirmation. 28. What is the main purpose of the preamble to the Constitution? A. To declare independence from Britain. B. To outline the rights of citizens. C. To establish the goals and purposes of government. D. To define the structure of the Supreme Court. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. C. To establish the goals and purposes of government. Explanation. The preamble to the Constitution sets forth the overarching purposes of the government, including justice, domestic tranquility, and liberty. 29. What is judicial review? A. The process of nominating judges. B. The authority to impeach the president. C. The power of courts to declare laws unconstitutional. D. A type of Supreme Court opinion. Do you know the answer? Correct. Answer. C. The power of courts to declare laws unconstitutional. Explanation. Judicial review is the power of the judiciary to interpret the Constitution and nullify laws that are found to conflict with it. 30. Which amendment guarantees the right to a speedy and public trial? A. The Fourth Amendment. B. The Fifth Amendment. C. The Sixth Amendment. D. The Eighth Amendment. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. C. The Sixth Amendment. Explanation. The Sixth Amendment guarantees the rights of criminal defendants, including the right to a speedy and public trial. Struggling with your WGU exams? We've all been there. Welcome to 𝗬𝗂𝗋𝗚𝗂𝗋𝗚.com, your ultimate resource for WGU success. Find over 15,000 plus questions and answers. Join our thriving community of over 10,000 active WGU students and an impressive 100% success rate with our premium exam support. Visit 𝗬𝗂𝗋𝗚𝗂𝗱.com today and take the first step toward guaranteed success. 31. Which amendment lowered the voting age to 18? A. The 19th Amendment. B. The 24th Amendment. C. The 25th Amendment. D. The 26th Amendment. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. D. The 26th Amendment. Explanation. The 26th Amendment, ratified in 1971, lowered the voting age from 21 to 18, largely in response to arguments that those old enough to be drafted for military service should be allowed to vote. 32. What is the term length for members of the U.S. House of Representatives? A. 2 years. B. 4 years. C. 6 years. D. 8 years. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. A. 2 years. Explanation. Members of the House of Representatives serve 2-year terms, requiring frequent elections to remain responsive to the electorate. 33. What are the 3 branches of the U.S. government? A. Executive, legislative, and military. B. Judicial, executive, and legislative. C. Legislative, executive, and state. D. Judicial, legislative, and economic. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. B. Judicial, executive, and legislative. Explanation. The 3 branches of the U.S. government, as established by the Constitution, are the legislative, executive, and judicial branches, each with distinct powers. 34. Which branch of government has the power to make laws? A. Executive. B. Judicial. C. Legislative. D. State. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. C. Legislative. Explanation. The legislative branch, comprised of the House of Representatives and the Senate, is responsible for making laws. 35. Which Supreme Court case overturned the doctrine of separate but equal? A. 𝗧𝗵𝗶𝘀 𝗩𝗶𝗀𝗀𝗱. B. Brown v. Board of Education. C. Marbury v. Madison. D. McCulloch v. Maryland. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. B. Brown v. Board of Education. Explanation. Brown v. Board of Education, 1954, ruled that racial segregation in public schools was unconstitutional, overturning the separate but equal doctrine. 𝗏𝗏𝗍𝗏𝗧. 36. What is the main function of the executive branch? A. To interpret laws. B. To make laws. C. To enforce laws. D. To resolve disputes. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. C. To enforce laws. Explanation. The executive branch, headed by the President, is responsible for enforcing the laws passed by Congress. 37. Who presides over the Senate and casts a vote in the case of a tie? A. The President. B. The Speaker of the House. C. The Vice President. D. The Chief Justice. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. C. The Vice President. Explanation. The Vice President serves as the President of the Senate and has the power to cast a tie-breaking vote. 38. What does the term bicameral legislature refer to? A. A one-chamber legislature. B. A legislature with 2 branches. C. A legislature that meets twice a year. D. A court with 2 levels. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. B. A legislature with 2 branches. Explanation. A bicameral legislature, like the U.S. Congress, has 2 houses or chambers, the House of Representatives and the Senate. 39. Which amendment to the Constitution protects against self-incrimination? A. The First Amendment. B. The Fourth Amendment. C. The Fifth Amendment. D. The Sixth Amendment. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. C. The Fifth Amendment. Explanation. The Fifth Amendment includes the protection against self-incrimination, allowing individuals to plead the Fifth in legal proceedings. 40. Which amendment is commonly referred to as the Right to Privacy Amendment? A. The First Amendment. B. The Third Amendment. C. The Fourth Amendment. D. The 10th Amendment. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. C. The Fourth Amendment. Explanation. The Fourth Amendment protects against unreasonable searches and seizures and has been interpreted to support a right to privacy. 41. Which clause of the Constitution gives Congress the power to regulate interstate commerce? A. Supremacy Clause. B. Full Faith and Credit Clause. C. Commerce Clause. D. Necessary and Proper Clause. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. C. Commerce Clause. Explanation. The Commerce Clause grants Congress the authority to regulate commerce between states, foreign nations, and Native American tribes. 42. What does the 15th Amendment address? A. Voting rights for women. B. Prohibition of poll taxes. C. Voting rights regardless of race. D. Direct election of senators. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. C. Voting rights regardless of race. Explanation. The 15th Amendment, ratified in 1870, prohibits denying the right to vote based on race, color, or previous condition of servitude. 43. Who has the power to declare laws unconstitutional? A. The President. B. The Senate. C. The House of Representatives. D. The Supreme Court. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. D. The Supreme Court. Explanation. The Supreme Court has the power of judicial review, which allows it to declare laws unconstitutional. 44. Which amendment grants the right to bear arms? A. The First Amendment. B. The Second Amendment. C. The Third Amendment. D. The Fourth Amendment. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. B. The Second Amendment. Explanation. The Second Amendment protects the individual's right to keep and bear arms. 45. What is the Supremacy Clause? A. A rule giving states authority over the federal government. B. A clause ensuring federal law overrides state law when in conflict. C. A regulation that requires the President to uphold the law. D. A guideline for Congress to make treaties. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. B. A clause ensuring federal law overrides state law when in conflict. Explanation. The Supremacy Clause, found in Article 6 of the Constitution, establishes that federal law takes precedence over state laws. 46. Which amendment established the direct election of U.S. Senators? A. The 15th Amendment. B. The 17th Amendment. C. The 19th Amendment. D. The 22nd Amendment. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. B. The 17th Amendment. Explanation. The 17th Amendment, ratified in 1913, established the direct election of senators by the people rather than state legislatures. 47. What is the main role of the Supreme Court? A. To enforce federal laws. B. To interpret and apply the Constitution. C. To pass new laws. D. To confirm presidential appointments. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. B. To interpret and apply the Constitution. Explanation. The Supreme Court interprets the Constitution and ensures laws align with constitutional principles. 48. What is the purpose of the Elastic Clause? A. To limit Congress's powers. B. To allow Congress to make all laws necessary and proper. C. To grant the President additional powers. D. To prevent states from passing certain laws. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. B. To allow Congress to make all laws necessary and proper. Explanation. The Elastic Clause, also known as the Necessary and Proper Clause, allows Congress to pass laws needed to execute its enumerated powers. 49. Who is known as the father of the Constitution? A. George Washington. B. Thomas Jefferson. C. James Madison. D. Benjamin Franklin. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. C. James Madison. Explanation. James Madison is called the father of the Constitution for his pivotal role in drafting and promoting the U.S. Constitution and the Bill of Rights. 50. What issue did the 19th Amendment address? A. Prohibition. B. Income tax. C. Voting rights for women. D. The right to bear arms. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. C. Voting rights for women. Explanation. The 19th Amendment, ratified in 1920, granted women the right to vote in the United States, a significant milestone in the women's suffrage movement. You've reached the end of our first question set. For the complete exam preparation experience, visit us at 𝗬𝗂𝗍𝒐𝑠.com, where you'll find thousands more practice questions and comprehensive study guides. Thanks for studying with us today. See you in the next video.